Football is back.
Football is back.
Football is back. And because football is back, we're doing our top 5 segment. I want to discuss who your top 5, and it can be in your top 5. We're not going to call you a hater if you decide that somebody is better than somebody else. I guarantee you. Shout out Guillermo. Top 5 running backs this season. We'll start with Chris. Everybody just go around the room. They don't have to be in. No, you know what? Put them in order.
Okay.
Put them in order.
Are we accounting for people who are injured, or are we just like are we speculating everybody starting day one?
Speculation going into 2024. Who do you think are going to be? They haven't played it down. Nobody. We already know that. But who do you think is going to be the top 5 in running backs?
Okay. Number 5. Call me a homer. Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be him.
That's not I like that pick.
Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be number 5. Number 4, Nick Chubb. I mean,
really?
Yes.
Is he not going to miss no time?
No. Zoe said speculating everybody pads up day one.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to miss no time. I think he's going to be back. He's bench pressing 500 pounds again.
I saw that.
That's crazy.
That was looking crazy. So I got Jahmyr 5, Nick Chubb 4. I'm gonna put Derrick Henry at the 3. I think he takes just a small step back being in that new offense in Baltimore, but he's still Derrick Henry. So when he gets the ball, he's still gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Saquon at 2. I think Saquon has 1, a point to prove, and 2, there's no way you buy a Ferrari and don't drive it. So I think they're going to tailor that offense a little bit to accommodate Saquon, and you're going to see him be Saquon of old again. And then, of course, number 1 is CMC.
C-Mac.
Until he does different, he is a problem and the problem.
Yeah, C-Mac is different. All right, who want to go next?
I don't think we all should do a top 5, but I do want to scrutinize Chris's top 5, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Scrutinize is crazy.
Yeah, I want to scrutinize a little bit. Derrick Henry in the top 5.
Listen, I learned something a long time ago. I do not pick Baltimore running backs.
Yeah,
don't do it.
Are you handicapping him because of that? You think that brings him down significantly?
I think for a couple of different reasons. One is look at the history. They always get hurt. Get hurt.
And he RB2 right now on the depth chart.
That's the other reason, because Lamar's gonna have possibly 800, 900 yards running the ball.
Yeah, and then I think Bijan Robinson, even though they did something stupid with him in Atlanta last year, they seen this dude was unreal, and then they started splitting his time with the other guy, Algier. I don't think they're gonna be that stupid this year.
No, they not.
You gotta save him. You gotta split the carries. You got to. He's phenomenal. You gotta keep him healthy.
That kid, listen, man. I when the pick happened, we came on the show and I questioned it because Tyler Algier, people forget his rookie season was right before that, and he was 1,000-yard rusher.
Outstanding.
I told you, I told you, Zoe. That dude is special.
He's different. He's different. So I do think he'll be RB1. I think it'll still be by committee, but they're gonna let Tyler run the ball. But yeah, Bijan, fantasy wise, I think they're going to make this pick look like gold.
Yeah, because he's a pass catcher as well.
Smith is the best thing that ever
he can do a lot.
Yeah.
He can do with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's yards might not be what they were in Tennessee, but his yard, you're gonna have to look at his yards per carry. It will go up. Just because of the threat of Lamar back there, you have to play it honest. And playing 240-pound honest, that'll get you hurt.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that kid Warren is going to make a big step this year.
Who?
Warren.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think he'll
surpass Najee Harris.
I think he is. I think the writing was on the wall last year for him surpassing Najee. They gave the lion's share towards the end, and Najee it was different.
Najee was dealing with some nagging injuries.
The kid Warren just he knows how to find first down. Like I can't explain it. You know,
it's a thunder lightning style. You know what I'm saying? Najee is straightforward, and Warren gives you a little bit of juice. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what the defense is looking like on the other side.
Well, let me give y'all 5 names that might be sleeper picks. I ain't gonna give you my top 5 because I haven't really put it together yet. I still got CMC at 1, but I give you my sleepers, right? Don't forget Achane in Miami. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on the reemergence of Jonathan Taylor with the Colts. Don't sleep on that reemergence. Breece Hall is back.
That's my sleeper. That's my.
Right. He's number 2.
That's my number 2.
And listen, bro, that dude. He even when he came back last year after injury, you could see it was still there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So he's a sleeper.
Josh Jacobs in Green Bay. I know he might split something with AJ Dillon if he's still there, but Josh Jacobs in Green Bay, he might be back. And then my last one is Mixon in Houston. He just went over there. So
that's my sleeper is Joe Mixon, because you're actually giving him a team that you don't have to. There's so many more options. Of course, like last year, Cincinnati had a lot of options 2 years ago. Last year when Joe Burrow got hurt, it kind of, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of wavery. And they leaned on Joe Mixon a lot. This year with that type of offense that they got down there, man, Joe Mixon gonna flourish.
Free lunch.
I'm gonna give y'all 2 names real quick. Don't forget about ETN in Jacksonville. Don't forget about
no doubt.
And then don't forget about, hey, listen, y'all know I'm going here. Don't forget about
Pacheco.
I knew it.
I forgot y'all ass.
Don't forget
Alvin
about
Kamara.
Chicago.
And what? You hold on before I just want to shed some light. You expect a running back who is decent at pass catching, decent at navigating through the traffic in the line, to navigate through a team with no O-line?
Listen, what I expect is for them to hand the ball off a lot of times to I know they got these receivers, I know they got this quarterback, I know they got whatever they feel like they have in Chicago. However, that running back is gonna especially start off early to help grow Caleb Williams up. Yeah. So look, Pacheco. Hey, listen. I hate to say it, Pacheco will probably have a down year this year because they spreading that ball out in Kansas City. Ain't gonna be a whole lot of running. Know that. I
got a question for the Philly fan. If I'm a fantasy football manager and I got an opportunity to draft Saquon Barkley, do I still have to worry about him not getting his goal line touchdowns because of the tush push and Jalen Hurts go get it? Because I had Swift last year and I used to get pissed off that get to the 1 yard line and they wouldn't give it to Swift and they'd be doing freaking tush push for Jalen Hurts. Answer that question.
You asking me for real on this question? Like, yes, that's a real question right now.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I don't play fantasy that way, so I don't care. I just want my team to win, so I really don't care. But I mean, I don't know. That's your decision. I have no idea. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. Are we doing the tush push at the 1 yard line in Philly?
If it works, why not?
Can I answer from the fantasy aspect for you? Jason Kelce is gone. That was the key part of the tush push.
Can I answer? Can I?
That's who I want to hear from, Corey. It ain't about who's gone. Go ahead, Corey.
Can I answer in a realistic point of view?
Go ahead, Corey.
You ever heard of Kellen Moore?
They throwing the ball on 3rd and 1.
Can I answer in a realistic point of view? Kellen Moore,
go ahead.
Philly. What he did in Dallas is not going to work here. I'm telling you this now.
He did it in LA too.
It's not Philly. It's not Philly. And LA is not a football town. When did LA become a football town? LA is not a football town.
When the Rams won the Super Bowl.
And how many people showed up? Did you see that parade? It was not a lot of people there.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right.
People there. You're right. Not a football town.
Look, I get it. I get it. Philly, the football town. Philly got a whole bunch of got a lot of stuff, but that's Kellen Moore.
I understand what Kellen Moore did in LA, or what he did in Dallas and whatnot, and it's unfortunate that he does take a lot of blame for that, because we're not going to act like the head coach during that time was all that neither, and the same thing in LA was all that neither. But we're not going to act like they were all that either. And they didn't have part of this decision as well. So, but this is Philly. Philly's a different town. It's a different animal. So
if he presents himself within the first 6 games, just like he did in LA, just like he did in Dallas.
So that's not the issue. He's not going to present himself like that in the first 6 games. Look at how the Cowboys is going to be the last 6 games.
How they finish.
It's not how you start, because Zeke would come out with a whole bunch of yards at the beginning of the season. Towards the end, Dak would be throwing about 50 times a game.
He would be. For
I'm just being honest with you.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Kellen Moore. I mean, he's inheriting a roster that is designed to win, so I got to give him some credit for that. Like, I think that they are in a good position. People expecting Philly to be in contention for the NFC. That's fair to say. So he's inheriting a roster. Let's just hope he doesn't do what he did at every place he's been since he's been a coach.
Let's just hope the trend ain't the trend, right?
Hope the trend ain't the trend.
His track record ain't good. I'll tell you that.
Are we talking about the running backs, or are we going to talk about Kellen Moore? Which one is it?
The whole thing is Kellen Moore is the one that's going to give you a running back the ball.
Philly, she's not having it. Y'all coming for Philly like this?
It's not about anybody coming for Philly. That's not. I don't really care about that, especially when you're dealing with Cowboys fans, and like, we're rivals. We always want to come at each other. That is what it is. But I thought we were talking about running backs here.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that Kellen Moore has a really, really, really bad habit of not having his quarterback do a 180 and hand the ball off.
Hey, I don't know how you can tell, but I am left-handed. Thanks for the comment.
This is like seeing him.
Hold on, this man's name is Rooty Scooty.
I can't take you serious, brother.
At all.
That's kind of crazy,
brother. I mean, respect to you.
Chris, I know you weren't being a homer, but I do you like your Gibbs pick. That dude gonna be something else.
Gibbs is gonna be.
Is he number? I mean, I know y'all have a tandem. The tandem
it's down the middle. It's honestly gonna be down the middle. It's gonna be.
You don't think that's gonna be his production though when we talk about top 5 running backs? I think
because he was still over 1,000 all-purpose last season.
Yeah, he's gonna do that anyway.
He can do both.
He can do both. And he can do what David can't, you know what I'm saying? Or he can do it better than David, right? David is your power back, right? Hit the gap straight up. And Jameer is the one that can dance outside, can catch the screen passes, can catch in the
that is the for real thunder and lightning in the NFL.
It's crazy, man. That dude is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, you left-handed for real.
Nothing deserves to be disrespected, but
when I hoop, they say all he got is a left hand.
Yep,
and I give more left. They ain't lying. They ain't wrong. That's an accurate depiction.
Okay, do you think that and this is another sleeper that I thought about, Cook in Buffalo, just because of the issues they gonna have, they ain't got no receivers no more. Their best receiver is a rookie.
He'll be RB2.
And
think so?
Running back is quarterback.
It's true.
Josh Allen is still
especially
RB1.
when they get in the red zone.
Yeah.
But
or when they 75 yards away from the end zone and it's 3rd and 25.
Yeah, he gonna pick off.
He will take off running. You got a point.
Yeah. Anybody else we forgetting?
Somebody in the comments real quick mentioned Kyron Williams has a chance to crack the top 10 over there in LA.
LA?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at
I tell you what, toward the end of the year, Buddy was balling.
Yeah, he was.
He was hooping.
And that was a running back by committee to start the season last year.
Yeah.
But he rose from the ashes, and he's that started this year. They got to get him.
Where did Austin Eckler go?
To Washington. I was about to say his name too.
Commanders.
He went to Washington.
He good pick.
Who's the OC in Washington?
Too. He taking QB1 reps already. The
He
Lions
is
QB1 reps.
He is QB1.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's QB1.
Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah.
You didn't draft him that high to not be QB1 day one.
Yeah, you ain't.
You got, look, dude. You didn't have anything else going offensively. You got to kind of ease into that. You don't want to put him out there in RG3.
Yeah, RG3.
He about to get RG3 anyway because FedEx Field still ain't been fixed.
I tell you what though. Who is that that asked who was the OC in Washington?
Me. Who's the OC in Washington?
It's sneaky. It's Cliff Kingsbury.
He got a job. When he get hired?
Cliff ain't gonna not have a job. That man.
Bro, last thing I remember, he left the job in Arizona and went across the water somewhere, and we didn't hear from bro.
The consultant of the NFL.
That
bro.
Man.
The sad part is he don't got no ring to hang his hat on.
He don't
at any level.
That is crazy.
He coached at Texas Tech though.
He did coach at Texas Tech.
So hypothetically, how that offense is looking in Washington: Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels, Austin Eckler, Curtis Samuel,
Brandon Ayuk.
Because I really feel like he's gonna go there. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. With Cliff Kingsbury, they're gonna wing that thing.
Y'all really think Brandon Ayuk's gonna get traded from the Niners?
Yes.
Yeah,
there is such a disconnect over there.
But this same thing happened with Debo. If they let him go, that's going to be a problem.
When we get to where we start discussing the 49ers, I'm going to point out something to y'all. I noticed it a couple years back, and it keeps proving itself over and over again. But I'll save it for later because it's kind of a deep road. But, yeah, I'm going to show you. I'm going to point out something when we talk about the 49ers.
Yeah, you write that down and hold on to that.
I ain't even got traded, and Devontae Adams getting traded.
Oh, Devontae Adams is as good as gone.
Oh, he's gone. His
bags is already packed. He waiting to see where he doing the house hunting.
Jared can save this all in thing by getting damn Devontae Adams.
Unless you convert him to a running back, I don't think there's much you can save in Dallas.
You think they make a switch?
Hell no, they ain't making no switch. They gonna lose all. No, they're gonna lose all three of them.
Adams.
Oh. No, they won't.
Devontae to San Francisco? Devontae wouldn't even approve that.
No, they won't. And I tell you why. I tell you right now. Right now, I can make it super quick. You had Trey Lance first. You got rid of him for Brock Purdy. You had running, but hold on. You had running back by committee. You went and got Christian McCaffrey. You had Brian Ayuk. You acting like you want to get rid of him, so you go and draft Ricky Pearsall. Everybody that they brought into the organization, what do they all have in common?
That was white.
There you go. There you go.
George,
there you go. They are putting. Listen to it. They are slowly but surely turning to the Dallas Mavericks of the NFL.
Yo, that is funny.
I'm telling you. Just look at it. Look at it. The only person they
had Trey Lance at quarterback that was like, yeah, not good enough. Let's give it to Purdy.
I'm listening.
Let me ask you a legit question because I have concerns with the Niners if they decide to trade Ayuk. I don't know what they're gonna get back for him. Do you think Ricky Pearsall is? No.
Hell no.
Ready to step in that place?
Listen. They do. We never would have thought Brock Purdy was ready either. You couldn't have told me just by Brock Purdy's body of work at Iowa State, he was really good at handing off the football, man. He was really good at it.
Corey, it's a lot easier to hide quarterback flaws than it is to hide a receiver's flaws.
Well, the quarterback got to get him the ball. And listen, and just watch how Brock Purdy plays the game. Everything that he completes is crossing routes. It's over the middle. It's something picked where he can complete the ball and they can run across the middle, right? Or he'll lob the ball up to Ayuk. You watch Ricky Pearsall, how he plays at Florida. That's how he plays. He drags across the middle, catches passes, and take off upfield.
Yeah, because his route running is not all of that.
It's not that great. You understand what I'm saying?
Ricky Pearsall, right? We talk about how great his footwork and all this stuff is, but he struggles getting off the line at times.
He can't.
Can he get off the line?
He's little, but he's lightning fast. You understand what I'm saying?
He's a good athlete. No, I saw him.
I'm not saying that they're not bringing in talented people because they brought in the best running back in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But if you start to look at how the organization is starting to model things, right? I'm telling you, that is what they're doing.
You said second best, maybe. What you said? What you said, Britt?
I think it depends on how we look at it. So, I mean, if you go off the last couple of years, yeah, I would put him number one. I think if you go off of pure talent and generational talent, I give him number two.
I will tell you this though. If they lose Ayuk, that offense
is different. It looks different.
Oh, we got a couple of receivers
he's always
so they can replace Ayuk. You know, they want Scott Moore. He's out there. Kadarius Toney. We got a few guys we can throw to him.
Hold on, Jay. Included in that trade got to be bail money. So I don't think they'll do it.
And what kills me though about San
Fran, we don't want Ayuk, but I'm just saying we got a few extra receivers we can get rid of at no charge.
Yeah.
I know we gotta move on, but real quick, what kills me about San Fran fans, they did the same thing with Debo just a couple years ago, and you heard the fans saying we don't need him, because they wanted their money. And I'm like, nah, you need them. I think you definitely need Ayuk.
I would go say they need Brandon more than they need Debo. Brandon has showed that he's dependable. He can stay on the field, and because the moment Debo gets hurt, we see what that offense looks like.
You can have Brandon, you can have Debo, you can have Christian McCaffrey. You still don't get a ring.
This is very true.
They hadn't. So I mean,
true.
And the moment you lose Debo, and if you don't have Ayuk on that team, and you lose Debo, prepare for CMC to be not that far behind because his usage rate is about to go all the way up.
Welcome to Carolina Park.
Screen passes, and runs up the middle.
Inside zone.
They have to be really careful about how they play the situation with Ayuk. Like, to me, I think it's a no-brainer that you sign him, right? Because you need him. Like he brings a level of play that you don't really have. Like Debo is not that type of guy. He's a really good screen guy. He takes some little short passes. He gives you that threat.
Football player.
You can line him up in the backfield, but
Ayuk is a wide receiver, and
he is a wide receiver
with a full route tree.
With a full route tree at his disposal, soft hands, paws. You know what I'm saying? Good footwork. Like he's a wide receiver. Like he is the perfect complement to that offense. When you have a running back like CMC, you got another receiver, Swiss Army knife with Debo. You got a tight end like Kittle, and a quarterback who thrives in systems.
But if you take Ayuk out of that situation, right?
It doesn't look the same.
It doesn't look the same. It doesn't look the same at all.
It's like you pull that one thread off the shirt, and then now you got a halter top.
Yep.
I don't, and that's never happened to me, Chris. And let's move on to NFL Week 1. Zero times that I've pulled a thread and had a halter top. It's just never happened with me.